Hello, my love. Good morning to you. I hope that you have stretched your muscles. I hope that you have maybe removed the kinks from your neck, if you have any. I hope that you are well. I was thinking about addressing again this idea that there will always be suffering, and I touched on it before and I felt that I bollocksed it a bit, so I will take another stab at it. And if you if you take the definition of suffering as the desire for things to be different than they are, there is the counteragent to suffering in such a scenario, or under that definition, is acceptance. There's a phrase that pain is mandatory and suffering is optional. And I do believe that suffering is optional. But I believe that our society does not promote the alleviation of suffering writ large or as a whole. I can put the medical field to the side for this discussion. And the idea is that industry and capitalism will not promote or lead to the end of suffering because they are about the production and exchange of goods and making new things. And if new things are made, they are things that people do not have. And if they do not have them, they are taught it is something they should want. And not having what you want is, in my definition, as I began at the beginning, suffering. And so capitalism and progress within industry will not alleviate suffering. Suffering is, again, met best with acceptance. And we are not taught acceptance. We are taught more. We are taught the opposite of enough. We are taught to amass goods, and the overarching theme or thing that brought this to mind was throughout my life, as I was making widgets, I wondered what was the point? Why does it matter? Why am I making these widgets? And they certainly fed into a system, the capitalist system, and the exchange of goods, and I hope that they brought that ping of happiness upon their consumption, but what was the point? It wasn't leading to a greater good. It may have led to progress in terms of complexity of goods, or the idea of efficiency for certain fields, but it left me, the making of widgets left me wanting. And so it is in that viewpoint that I ask, what is the point? And it does not seem that the point is to end suffering. And if the point is not to end suffering, is it worth doing? But that depends on what the point of it is. It's one thing to say the point is not to end suffering. It's another to say, what is the point? And the point was to provide goods to people that they thought they needed, or at least wanted, or enjoyed. And there is something to that. But it was not enough for me, I don't think. Again, this is not the most clearest explanation of what my thinking had been, or what I'm trying to convey. So take it for its whatever muddled worth it may have. But the bottom line is thinking about why we're doing the things that we are doing, and are they worth it? So with that, I shall say good day to you. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Even if you are making widgets, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you enjoy it. Because despite my overarching view of it, I actually did enjoy making widgets, and it did serve a purpose at times and have value. I do not want to convey that it is without completely, or that I thought it was without completely. Who am I to say what anything is at the end of the day? But so again, I recommend you sit back with Winnie the Pooh, who most certainly will clear your mind of widgets, and maybe listen to Clarice Jensen as you do so.